Good afternoon, everybody. We're back with another episode of the Voice of Sport. I'm your host, Big C, and my friend not here today. My friend ZJ is not here today, but hey, it's gonna be all right. The show is gonna continue to move on. And tonight, you guys, it's the finals, game one, and we got a lot to talk about before the game tonight. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first question of the night is, how well did the Suns execute in Game 6 to win the Western Conference Finals? And to me, the Suns executed greatly, especially down the stretch with CP3. They also performed really well. CP3 had a big game, one of the greatest games of his career, 41 points, 8 assists, along with 4 rebounds and 3 huge steals. But that when CP3 does that, it's just so hard to stop the Phoenix Suns because you have DeAndre Ayton and Booker, who's going, who's going to get his. He's going to get hit on a consistent night. He might not always give you the 30, 40 points game you're looking for, but he also plays his role. You know what I mean? Because when CP do things like that, why not let him get his? He's not being stopped. CP3 has shot a total of 7 for 8 from the 3, and that's just amazing. That's just amazing. With what is it? He shot a 66 field goal percentage that game. That is just great. Like, why not let Booker did right? Just let him take it over. Hey, he built that. CP3 has really lectured him and gave him that winning mentality, and he also has been coached and trained under Kobe Bryant. So why not do whatever it takes by all means to let him win. They're a young team. I'm very happy that CP3 is getting his first final, but let's not just give them all the credit. Booker did a great job as well, you guys. He did a very great job. Booker had a 22 points, 7 rebound, and 4 assists type of night. That is great. But when you have Booker playing the way he did, they're really hard to be stopped. Jay Crowder, he played really well as well. He had 19 points and 5 rebounds, and he shot great. He shot 54% from the floor. 55% of his field goals went in. He shot, so that's a 5 for 9, 55%. He played really amazing that game. DeAndre Ayton also gave you a big 16 point and 17 rebound game. You love when your big man give you those type of numbers. You just love it. I love it. Mikal Bridges 9 points. Hey, solid but deadly type of night. Hey, contained Paul George as much as he could. Paul George did not do anything. I'm talking about anything. Bro, we give Paul George his flower one night, but then the next night he really just turns on us, and we cannot have that from Paul George. Paul George is a star. Paul George can get hot and crucial at any moment he wants, but to play as conservative as he did last game in game 6, you cannot have that from Paul George, your star player. We know his Kawhi is hurt, so he want to be the secondary star option, but when he's down, Paul George has to take over. He passed the ball a little bit too much, didn't get as many shots a quarter as he should have to try to win the ball game. That's why they got blown out. You got Marcus Moore. He's shooting, playing excellent, doing everything he can. I think he hit 6 threes, if I'm not mistaken. He played really well. So, to me, that was the key. Reggie Jackson, he played okay. Paul George did not play great at all. Of course, we know we missed Zubac. Again, he was out with the injury, but that wasn't an excuse. They've been playing small all year. They know how to play small. The problem was when Paul George didn't give you what he needed. He had 21 points, okay, fine, but when he used to shoot, I say 30 shots a game, and he only took, let's say 13. He took 13 this game, I think. Majority of his point came from the free throw line. I think he had 11 points from the free throw line. That's not Paul George. Paul George can give you way more than that, and that was the key to CP3 having their type of night. They could do anything they want on the offensive glass. They just played lights out in that game, okay? They did. They really did. So, if you add all that together, the Clippers just bound to lose that game. Ty Lue, a great coach. Give him his credit. Any team he can coach, he always coaches. He gives them the desire to win and fight. I don't know many coaches they got that mentality like Ty Lue does. Just give him the desire to win and fight no matter what the score is. So give him his credit. Give the Clippers the credit. They just had to fight harder and play better next time. Hey, that's what I think about it. The second question of the afternoon. This is a good question. I love this question right here. How good do the Bucks look without Giannis? Me personally, the Bucks look great. The ball movement was great. Everything flowed nice and good without Giannis. But don't get me wrong, the Bucks are nowhere near as a better team without Giannis. Let me tell you why. Giannis' length and of rim protection around the floor is deadly. We know we got Brook Lopez. He's great rim protector. He made second team defensive. We know that. He's a great rim protector. We gotta give him his credit. But when you add that extra length on the court with Jrue Holiday, Chris Middleton, PJ Tucker, Lopez, Bobby Portis, the defense just all around gets better. But when you remove him, I say that's an extra maybe 10 to 12 points a quarter in the paint right there. That's a lot. Okay? Not saying they're nowhere near better without Giannis, but they're a pretty solid team without Giannis. We should expect this from them. Chris Middleton, we should expect them in home games. He shoot an average of 38%. You can live with that. That's great for him. But when he goes away, he shoots 31%. That's not your star. Okay, that's not your star at all. Let's go back and in Game 5 at home, he had a 20-point fourth quarter. He outscored the Hawks by himself 20-17 in the fourth quarter, and turns around at home, give you another great third quarter, 23 points, outscored them again. Now let's give the Hawks their credit. Cam Reddish played amazing. Cam Reddish, he gave them the will and desire to fight and try to win that game from a 22-point lead to a 6-point lead. Okay, they're a nice young team. They shouldn't go cry and they're gonna be a great team next year. Okay, the Hawks are going to be a great team. I believe so. They're gonna be a great team. We know that everybody wanted to see Trae Young try to pull it off. He's a great guard, but hey, injuries happen. We just have to move on. I'm not just saying this because I'm a Giannis fan. I'm not being biased about this at all. Because me personally, the Bucks are looking great without Giannis. We should expect this from them, because let's not also forget Holiday has been playing great. Holiday gave me one game gave me 33 points. Now consistently giving me 20 points with a great assist. One game he had 13 assists, 6 rebounds. This game he went 8 and 9, 8 assists and 9 rebounds. When you got that from him, you should win those games. Cause look, Bobby Portis, PJ Tucker, they're grabbing 10 rebounds apiece. And then they're grabbing great offensive rebound. If you're grabbing them offensive rebound with Pat Connaughton on the floor, I love Pat Connaughton. He gives me so much hustle. He may not score the most points. He was a decent three-point shooter, not the best, but his hustle and tenacity on the floor is just what you need from a basketball club. Okay, that's what you need from him. PJ Tucker at all. He's going to die on the court for you. He's going to literally die. Okay, because that's how hard he fights. And I love PJ Tucker about this, and I can't wait to see the finals, cause I really wanna see PJ Tucker on Devin Booker a little bit. You know, they're a former teammate when PJ Tucker was over there in Phoenix. He should know him. He should know how he played, what he's gonna do. We know that Booker has developed pretty much greatly after those years PJ Tucker left. We understand that, but when you have that right there, this team, the Bucks, they're a mentally strong basketball team. I mean, look, they go down 0-2 in Brooklyn, lose their first home game against the Hawks. That doesn't affect them. They still come back with their tenacity and try to win every time. And that's what I love about the Bucks. They're great defensively. They used to be a great three-point team, I would say, but now they're really struggling three. Like, for example, the Bucks are giving you 65 to 68 points in the restricted area, shooting 55%. Why are you still shooting threes? Explain to me, why are you doing that? They shouldn't be doing that. When Jrue Holiday, Chris Middleton, Giannis, Bobby Portis, Lopez, who also been playing his tail off. We're going to get in that second, but let me finish my point. When they all can get to the goal at ease, can't nobody stop them. Why are you still shooting threes? You build up a great lead 15-point lead, and you keep shooting all these threes to let the team get closer back to you. Because when they get the momentum, the game keeps getting closer. No, drop the ball, try to get a foul, hit your layups. Hey, you can get to the goal at will. Nobody can stop you because nobody stay in front of you. You're a long, athletic basketball team. Okay? And now let's get to Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez had the performance of his life. 33 points. He's 7'1", almost 300 pounds. We should expect that from him. Back in those Brooklyn days, averaged 20 points and 9 rebounds. We know he's not the best rebounder, but he's an excellent scorer. He's an excellent post scorer. Like, we know he can shoot. He's about a 30% three-point shooter. You gotta respect him out there, okay? You do, because he will shoot it. He has, but he's a better around the basket than he is outside of it, okay? Like, his touches is so soft and sweet. You just can't guard that. Like, turn around, hook floater. You just can't stop that, okay? He's been playing great, and I want to see him play great like that against DeAndre Ayton. I really think he can. I really think he can get DeAndre Ayton out the paint with his ability to stretch the floor. He can get, like, Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. They're not going to be able to guard Giannis if he's out there. If Brook Lopez on the 3 and DeAndre Ayton not there, they're just leaving Giannis on the island. We hope he can return tonight for game 1. That's why I want to get this episode in. My opinions and takes for tonight. Okay? Okay, with our third question of the night. Is this good or bad heading to the finals without Giannis? Okay. Let's be honest. You're going to need your best player on the team heading to the finals. We all know that. But considering how they won't explain Giannis' injury, they won't tell us how bad it is. They just keep saying it's a day-to-day injury. We don't know what to expect. We don't know how he's feeling, okay? We don't know at all. We don't know how he's feeling at all. So this could be bad because we don't know how serious this injury is. Okay? We don't know at all. And we need to know this thing, because God forbid, does Giannis really, do he need surgery? Does he? Because if he don't, I don't give the Bucks much of a chance of winning without Giannis. They can still compete. Don't get me wrong, they can still compete at a high level. They won't get blowed out, but I don't see them stealing 4 games. I don't see it. They're gonna, to beat the Phoenix, the Bucks are gonna have to steal 1 in Phoenix these first 2 games. They're gonna steal it. And if Giannis can play, get healthy, return, I got the Bucks in 6 or 7 games. I really do, because I really love how the Bucks been playing. But if they just stop shooting so many threes, they go from 20 to 30 threes a game. Just cut that down to 15 threes and get to in the basket. Try to get you 80 points in the restricted area or in the mid range. I would love that so much. I would love their style of ball so much better if they do that. Because when you got Drew Holiday, Middleton, Pat Connaughton, all your good, decent mid-range shooters shooting the ball right there, that opens up so many opportunities for Brook Lopez and Giannis. And Bobby Portis even. Shoot, even Brent Forbes. Brent Forbes can stretch the flow out. All these mid-range, they crashing in. He's going to get open for a 3 to who is your lights-out shooter. He's a good shooter. Okay? He's a very good shooter. So, my opinion, this is not going to look too pretty if Giannis ain't playing. They can compete, but I love their chances even more if Giannis will play this series in the finals. With our last question of the day, guys, we have, do you think injuries really gotten the Phoenix Suns to the playoffs? Well, me personally, they did, but it didn't. Okay, you just can't blame this on Phoenix. We can't help that LeBron's hurt. He been hurt for the playoffs. AD has to, and AD got hurt again in the playoffs. We can't control that. Next seed, we can't control that. Jamal Murray has already have an ACL before the playoffs started. We can't control that. Kawhi Leonard getting hurt for the Clippers before they play Phoenix. We can't control that. Giannis is being hurt right now. Can't control that. So you had to put a little asterisk by their resume because it was fairly easier for them to get there than with those players being hurt. But that's why I say they kind of did, but they kind of didn't. So when you do that, you have to consider it. You cannot blame the Phoenix Suns for this, okay? You just can't. You cannot at all. So this series, and Giannis get healthy, I have the Bucks winning in 6. But tonight, Giannis is doubtful / questionable. I will have the Suns maybe taking home game 1 if Giannis is there. If Giannis is there, I got the Bucks winning by 2 to 3 points. Okay? That's how we're going to leave it. Until tomorrow, you guys, the Voice of Sports. Remember to watch all the podcasts, tune in, leave your opinion in the comment section. I would love to hear it. And maybe tomorrow, hopefully, my guy ZJ will return, and we're going to have a lot to talk about these finals tomorrow. Best of luck. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.